Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Hazeeq, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Polygon MATIC. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one. It's going to be linked in the top right hand corner of the screen. And also there is a donation link down below in the description. If you want to help the kids in Gaza, feel free to donate a few dollars. Now let's jump into the TA. Taking a look at Polygon MATIC on the daily chart, you can see that we did print a higher low here. So we had this low in June 2022 and then this low in August 2023. So that's all good. We have a low, we have a higher low. So people did not let the price drop below 50 cents here for Polygon MATIC, and we picked up some Polygon at 54 cents on Patreon, and we're doing quite well right now in terms of our returns. The issue right now at hand is that we still haven't broken above the February 2023 high. So we need to do that in order for us to continue this bullish uptrend, because if by any chance we do run into some resistance here along the way, like we are potentially running into resistance here at $1.15, or we might run into the yellow block above us as resistance and then have a pullback from there, we might be creating a long-term symmetrical triangle here, which I would not mind personally, because at the end of that I still would be expecting a massive breakout. However, I do want to see a break above this local top, because that would show that Polygon is very bullish, and personally I am very bullish on the project. I think they are going to be doing very well during this up and coming bull market, during this bull market that we find ourselves in already. And if we set up a Fibonacci retracement, you can see that the minimal target that we have here is going to be $3.16 based on this fractal. So we do have this low and this local top. So from there, we're looking at $3.16 as our target, and only after we break above $1.56. That is going to be our local top. We break above that, we're looking at $3.16. Before that happens, you know, anything can happen. We can see a retracement from the block there at roughly $1.27 to $1.40. That's a massive resistance level. As you can see, we retested it over here. We had a bit of a fake out over here, and this was our support in 2022 before that. So we do want to break above that and hopefully start holding it as support. That would be great if we can get above $1.20/30 If you still don't have any Polygon MATIC, actually it's very hard to tell you whether I would be buying into this or not, because I am expecting a 10x on this. I would be expecting $10 per Polygon MATIC coin by the end of the bull market. Like, I personally would not be holding any longer after we get to $10. You know, maybe leave 5% of your coins and let them ride after $10 just in case. But in general, I would be taking all of the profits before we get to $10 and also at $10. Whether it's okay to buy in right now or not, it all depends on your situation. If you're looking for an 5x, an easy 5x, 6x, yeah, I would say right now is a good time to be buying. If you want to buy at approximately, you know, below $1, I would say you have this block between 94 to 84 cents. We did just briefly retest it here a few days ago. So if you had a buy limit order set up, congratulations. If not, then you'd have to set one up right now, because we stress this out in every single video. You need these buy limit orders set up in advance. Otherwise, you're just missing out on these dips. I mean, look at this dip here. This was a perfect entry point at 95 cents. And right now, if you entered, you would have been up approximately 22%. Just because you set up that buy limit order, because it's very hard to catch the price when it's down there, because it dips for a brief moment. You could be asleep, you could be at work, you could be driving, and when you're free, the price is already returned back above the 20 EMA here. So it's not easy to do that. That's why the buy limit orders are very, very important. Now, setting up this Fibonacci retracement, as you can see, we are breaking above the local top in December 2023. So we're going to be looking at $1.44 here. as our technical target because we have broken above it already. We're opening candles above $1.09. So $1.44 is going to be our minimal target here for the move to the upside. That also lines up nicely with the yellow block that we have above us. So we'll remove the fib, and for entries you have this yellow support trend line at $1 and what's that? $1.03. That's going to be an optimal entry point. The 20 EMA is also a nice entry point. You can see we've been bouncing off of it here throughout this uptrend. As you can see here, here. Lots of bounces off of the 20 EMA. So it's going to be a nice level for you to eyeball for entries. Whether we come back down below $1 is yet to be seen. We could have a massive pump in the next few days and we get to $1.50, and from there we're just going to be hovering around $1.30 to $1.20, and then the next move to the upside comes along. So it's very hard for me to tell you what is a good buying level for a project like MATIC because it's a high cap altcoin. It's still probably going to do a solid 7x from here, 6x. So if you don't have any coins whatsoever, you're looking to get exposed, I would say this is not a bad time to be buying, even though it's a local top here. And don't go all in. Of course, don't go all in. Have some money on the sidelines in case we start pulling back down. Set up those buy limit orders. Look at this Fibonacci that we have set up. So 88 cents, or 89 cents rather. You have $1.02, which is the golden ratio. You have 77.5 cents, which is the 0.382. All of these are going to be nice levels for you to eyeball and set up buy limit orders at. If we take a look at the daily RSI, I do believe we're getting closer to the overbought there. And we also have a bearish divergence here. You can see the... Actually, that's not true. That's not true. I just thought the second high here was lower, but turns out it's actually higher than that one. So not really a bearish divergence here, but actually what I do see is a bullish divergence. That I do see. For example, you take this low and you're printing a lower low here from the low February 21st to the low in March 5th. From the same point on the price action chart, you have a low and a higher low. So that is a bullish divergence on the daily chart, and typically this leads to a move to the upside, to a pump. So hopefully we're going to see a nice pump. The RSI is going to get to the overbought, and if you're looking for some sort of a swing trade, you can also look at MATIC for a swing trade and potentially take profits at $1.29 to $1.39. That would be the yellow block. If you're looking for a nice little swing trade, short-term trade, that could be a good possibility for you. But short to mid-term, $3.16 is going to be your technical target once you break above $1.56. Now let's switch over to the weekly chart. And before we continue with the video, I quickly want to mention my Patreon that's linked down below in the description. If you enjoy my content, you want to get more exclusive content, and you want to support me at the same time, definitely feel free to check out the Patreon because you're going to get a 7-day free access on my Patreon and an instant access to all of my content since October 2021, which is when I started. You'll get access to content like exclusive weekly podcasts, and we're starting to invite guests already. We have 40 plus low cap gem posts. We have a bunch of project reviews. We have a bunch of resources that are going to help you save time and make more money with this upcoming bull market. So this is definitely a great exchange of value for the both of us. And once again, there's a 7-day free trial. Feel free to check it out. You can leave anytime, and let's continue with the video. Taking a look at the weekly, you have a nice breakout from this massive symmetrical triangle here. As you can see, you just broke above that resistance trend line that has been keeping us down since December 2021. The RSI is also breaking above that. We are getting slightly more volume than usual, just slightly more. We do want to see more volume though. We do want to see more volume coming in, and we want to see big candles. We want to see a big breakout above $1.56. That will be a massive indicator telling us that we're not coming back down to these lows at 50 cents, because we're definitely not coming back down to these lows. We're not retesting 33 cents. I was fairly certain that we're not going to be retesting that once we were pulling back down here in 2023. Like, I still told you to set up buy limit orders, but it just didn't look very likely. It didn't look like we're going to be coming back down to that support level in June, from June 2022. Now ignore this massive wick. This is just a glitch on CoinMarketCap. So we did get our bullish cross on the weekly chart, February 2024 on February 12th, and we're starting to see a nice move to the upside here. And if we pull up our Elliott wave structure, we have a wave 1, wave 2, which is this pullback, and now we're starting a wave 3. So this wave 3 can potentially take us all the way above this all-time high at $2.88. This move can take us into July, right? And we could get to $5. Like a 5x from the current prices is possible. You don't know what alt seasons can do if you haven't been in the markets for a long time. Then we have a pullback into, let's say, October, August, September, and then the final wave will take us potentially to, $7 to $9, maybe $10 per the Fibonacci retracement. But this is potentially our wave 3 that we are in right now. And this wave 3 is also going to have a nice subset of waves. So wave 1, wave 2, we have a wave 3, wave 4, and then a wave 5. So and then each one of these subset waves is going to have their own subset waves. So it's just an inception type of situation. But in general, this is the Elliott wave structure that I would be looking at right now. Depends on where wave 3 is going to top out. Usually it's the biggest wave of the Elliott wave structure. Could take us to $5 here, just basing it off the Fibonacci minimal target at 1.272, which is the fib level we're targeting here at $5. Then we're going to see a wave 4 retracement, which usually is not very deep, but it should stay above the wave 1 high, because if it dips below the wave 1 high, then the Elliott wave structure is invalidated. So the stochastic is in the overbought, the RSI is slowly starting to get into the overbought, and hopefully we're going to see a similar situation to the one we saw back in 2021. So this is what you're going to be looking at during the bull market, especially closer to the end stages, closer to the end game, so to speak. You want to look out for this. This is definitely a sign to start taking some profits. Not only did we get to the index of approximately 96, but we also, was there a bearish divergence there? I don't think so. Well, no, there wasn't. There wasn't a bearish divergence. But the fact that you're sitting at a 96 on the RSI is going to be a huge indicator for you. So if you see MATIC breaking out and you start doing something similar, that's probably going to be a nice area to take some profits, right? No one's going to go broke by taking profits. But I'm not telling you to sell, obviously. I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research and you should decide what to do with your own money. So that's pretty much it for this video. Let me know, where are you expecting Polygon MATIC to go this bull market? Let me know what is your average entry price. Thank you all for watching the video. Stay safe and take care.